indeed, it is a great pleasure again to be joining you. So I'm just continuing from where I've left out. Thank you for joining Jahvolan's podcast. You are always welcome. And I am still in the field of the mind. Last thing I dealt with was you are a living magnet. And I talk about what the law of attraction says that you are, and how you unconsciously, without you paying attention to it or giving it much thoughts, that the most dominant things that are on your mind, you will attract them. So sometimes you meet people in life, you end up in certain circumstances. There are certain things that comes to you and certain opportunities. It's because of what you have been portraying. It's because of that path that you have been treading. So here's my next topic for right now. The only real measure. This is my topic. The only real measure. What is the only real measure? It's the only thing that matters. When it all boils down, the only thing that matters. In the end. And the only thing that matters is what you believe, is what you think of yourself. So, I just want to say that the very best proof that something can be done is that others have already done it. That is what I am saying. I remember this famous quote about man can do what man has done. You understand me? And I have always loved that quote because wherever man had reached, anywhere they have reached, I can also do it and maybe go further. And wherever I go further, I know that somebody else will come after and even past that milestone as well. So, in the New Testament, because I want to greet you in the name of Christ as well. Yeah, man. In the New Testament, or in the new will, new covenant, you know what a will is? A will is something that is written by the owner or the master. And once the master is alive, then that will is not valid. But once the master has passed on, meaning blood, it's saying that now he's passed on, and so his blood, would gratify that covenant, as in the case of Christ our Lord. So once the will is in place, after the owner has passed on, then the will now has come alive. So I'm going to say that now. In the New Testament, Jesus, Yeshua, taught the way to measure the truth of any principle. Hear what he says. By their fruits ye shall know them. Powerful quotation here. Christ, the Lord, our God, he says, how do you measure the truth? The truth of anyone? How do you know who you are? By your fruit, you shall know who you are. Guess what? The things that you do, your actions, the thoughts that you have put into actions, people will know you by your actions. Am I fair enough? Yes. Now, in other words, the only question you need to ask about any idea is, does it work? Does this work? The only thing you need to ask at any given point when a new opportunity has been presented to you, the only thing you need to ask, does it work? Because I said before, what man has done, man can do. And here the Lord also is allowing us to understand that by their fruits ye shall know them. Now, the question you need to ask is, does it bring about the results that you desire? These are questions you have to ask when an opportunity comes to you, when the idea comes to you. You understand me? In life, when these thoughts comes to you, when you're thinking about something constructive, something long-term, even short-term, to begin or to start something, here are the questions you need to ask yourself. Does it work? The idea, if an idea is present to you, does it bring about the results that you desire? So the only true measure of a theory or idea is your ability to make accurate predictions of the future based on it. So I am saying to you now, the question you need to ask yourself when you get the thoughts, when your mind has been, constantly being on a particular project, a particular business plan, a particular something that you'd like to see come to fruition, something you'd like to see come to life. First, it begins with an idea. First, it begins with a thought. And then from a thought, you start to get ideas. And when you start to get the ideas, you start to ask questions. And guess what? When you start to ask questions, you're going to ask the right people. And when you begin to ask the right question to the right people, then you're going to get the right answers. And guess what? When you get the right answers, you're going to draw closer to the crowd who shares your value and your thoughts. So the only true measure of a theory or an idea is your ability to make accurate predictions of the future based on it. You want to build a house, you want to make a business, you want to start a family, you want to invent something that will be of vital use to humanity. Many persons want to start business. Why sell everything everybody else is selling? Why don't think about your needs, your daily needs, on a different level? Ask a couple neighbors, ask a couple strangers, what are their daily needs? What do they use on a daily basis? And see how you can, come up with a service, that will be second to none. So the questions you have to ask yourself, does it work? Will it bring me the desired outcome? You understand? Because the only true measure of a theory, because remember now you only have the theory now. The only true measure of it is that to see it through to the end. And when you have a theory, you're going to plan properly. You're going to ensure that you seek the right counsel and you're going to plan properly to see it through to the end based on your predictions of the future. So you must have a plan. Now, the good news is that the idea and principles you are about to learn or you're about to hear right now have been tested and proven in the lives and experiences of millions of people. And I've been around long enough because there are millions of people in Jamaica. And I watch TV, I listen to radio, I read a lot of books. You understand me? So I know that these principles, these applications about the mind, about the magnetism, about the law of attraction, about thinking positively, asking the right questions. These things have been proven. Now, let me make clear though, in themselves, like any principles of nature, remember now, they are neutral. You see, the principles of nature are neutral unless we apply them. That's the only way they can work. You know that if you get up in the morning and you don't brush your teeth, every morning you get up and you don't brush your teeth, you know the result of that. If you get up every day and you don't have a proper breakfast, you know the result of that. If you get up every day and do the same thing over and over, then it becomes habitual. It becomes the norm. So, nature plays no favorites. Nature don't pick you and say, all right, you know what, he's better than him and she's better than her. No. You must apply the principles of nature in order for you to be in oneness with nature. You understand? So nature treats everyone alike. And you must understand that. Some person says, wow, life is such a, and why life not easy and life rough and life hard. I'm telling you, my friend, if everybody said that, then nothing would get done. You understand me? So that is what I'm trying to say. Nature plays no favorites. You just have to know the laws and apply them. If one wants to accomplish great works, First of all, you must give it your best. You cannot be a lazy person. You must be a self-motivated person in order to accomplish great things, in order to push yourself to the next level. Because sometimes you will not get that push from others. You understand? So nature treats everyone alike. Whatever seed you plant in the ground, nature will grow it. Let me repeat that. Whatever seed you plant in the ground, what ground? Your heart, your mind, it will take root, it will bear fruit. You understand? If you understand the terms that I'm trying to say. Whatever thought seeds you plant in your mind, nature will grow as well. It is entirely up to you, my friend. I'm not sure how many times I have left there, but I'm hoping that I'm effective enough with that last notes that I have there. I'm saying that nature treats everyone alike. Nature plays no favorite. Whatever seed you plant in the ground, nature grows it. So I'm using a contrast between your mind and the ground, which is also the same thing. Whatever things you continuously to focus on and to indulge in, that is what you will receive. All right? So whatever thought seeds you are planting, and I said thought seeds, it was being fancy, you plant in your mind, nature will grow as well. It will grow it, and believe me, they will take on physical. They will become alive. They will become so physical. $1 million idea. Look at Amazon. Look at Apple. Look at Dell computers. Look at Facebook. It was just an idea. And look at where they are today. So nature will grow it. So it is entirely up to you. Well, I just want to say thanks again for stopping by. I know this one is a bit short. So before I close off, let me just reiterate the first thing, the topic. The only real measure is what measure you take. The only real measure in life is the decision you make. The only real measure in life is to get in that idea, thinking through that idea, seeking counsel about that idea, building upon that idea. In the meantime, in the process, you are also building up yourself, because a good idea comes to build you up. A constructive idea comes to build you up. And the moment you realize that this is an opportunity, then you will take all the necessary precautions in order to go forward. So the real measure is the measure you take in life. It's entirely up to you. The ideas may come, you will pray. But if you don't apply yourself, if you don't study to show yourself approved unto God, a workman rightly dividing the word of truth and needing not to be ashamed. First of all, you must apply yourself to the truth. You must apply yourself to the truth of life, to the truth of God, and the truth of yourself. If you know that, you ought to get up every morning and jog. Set the alarm clock to assist you in getting up, that you need to get up. You understand me? Get up and get moving. Get started. The best time is to start right now. What is the idea you have been thinking about? You understand me? Have you sought the necessary information and instruction regarding your idea? So that is what I am saying. The only real measure is the measure you take. Thank you again for listening. This is Jahvolan, and I hope you learn something. So as I said, you are a living magnet, and then when you have attracted things in your life, you have to understand that the only real measure is the measure you take, the decisions you make in life. It's entirely up to you. Nature favors no one. You must apply the law of nature to succeed.